howdy meeps. I'm Rigaroga. You're you. And I'm going to try to continue the adventure through the campaign of Gloomhaven. If you watched the previous video, you may know where we're at. If you didn't, then watch the previous video. But anyhow, spoilers, even though I'm not sympathetic to them, the Heroic Misfits are in Black Barrow. And they just finished the first room, and I think I have everything pretty much set up, the way it should be. Let's take a really quick look at the table. So over here I have the Craighart, I have the Tinkerer, and I have the Mind Thief. And then this right here is the first room. They've cleared out everybody. And the very last thing that happened was that the Craighart landed on the door. And it turns out, if you look at way over on that side in Gloomhaven Helper, you'll see that the Craighart was initiative 29. Now, what that means is that we need to open up the new room. This is the first time I've ever done this, so it's kind of new. But we need to grab the new room. And I've got to somehow find space on this table for this. And I may end up actually... We may end up doing it this way. So we're supposed to immediately flip open the door and open the new room. So this door is open with the Craighart here. I suppose it opens that way. And let's slide that down over here. And how are we doing? So now we kind of want to get a good look at this room, because there's really nothing going on. There's not much going on in that other room. I mean, maybe I should... I'm not sure where to put that. Let's put that here. I mean, you can see it both ways. So there's that room. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to show the scenario. And we're going to open up the scenario and we're... Oh, no! No! There. So this room is the room... Still getting used to it. When I clicked into the window, I accidentally clicked on the rooms. So anyhow, this is the new room. Now, there are... there's one elite bandit guard, and then there are there are actually three bandit archers. Two of them are normal, one elite up at the top. So that's what we're going to deal with. How did I get that wrong? No, I got that right. Okay. And there is a door over here. And there are traps right there. Boy, it'd be sure nice to push or pull those guys on there, huh? Okay, and so what we need to do is we need to go over to Gloomhaven Helper. And we need one elite guard. And we need one... No, that was wrong. We need one elite guard. We need one elite archer. And two... Oh, god dang it. Oh, that's tricky. Okay, so it moves. Yes. And we need two regular archers. Now, their initiative on their combat card is 14. That means they go immediately. And then if I had characters still left to go, then they would go in normal order. So as it turns out, the archers are going to go because they were 14. So they're acting before the Craighart did. And then the bandit guard will will have an initiative after the Craighart guard. Now, so we're going to go ahead and set that up, and we've got to get the right numbers. So we've got to get the guard. We got to get guard 2. There's guard 2. And then we need archers 1, 3, and 5. 1, 5, and 3. Okay, so those are all of those guys. So this one's elite. And goes right there. And then which one is elite? Number 3 is elite. So 3 is the elite. Are they at the very back? Yes, they are. Okay. Now, and I had some useful comments. You should check out the archive of this video on YouTube. I mean, in the playlist, and there were some comments about some mistakes that I had made in the previous session as far as the monster AI. Yeah, and I actually on Board Game Geek there's a monster AI quiz, a Gloomhaven monster AI quiz, and I got half of the questions wrong. So I'm gonna keep working at it, and then I'll probably continue to make mistakes, but I will try to improve my game as I go by, and reading the rules in between each session, and redoing the monster AI quiz to kind of get myself going. There were a couple ones that really got me, but basically each monster tries to find the closest path that they can actually move on towards their target. So you figure out what their target is. You figure out what is the closest spot that they can move to, and then they move if they can move to that space safely, and if not, then they'll move unsafely towards that space. If that makes sense, sort of, basically. And then there's a whole bunch of interesting stuff where, like, if they're in a corridor, instead of not moving, they'll actually go all the way the long way around to try and actually get behind. Do a pincer movement and stuff. So that's actually makes the AI really complicated. So something that I'm gonna have to work on. And currently, I have 2 cards for the Mind Thief. I have 4 cards for the Tinkerer. And one of the things I did is I did a thing with the Tinkerer that brought back a whole bunch of cards for the Craigheart. So the Craigheart has a whole bunch of cards left. What I'm thinking, this is my thinking, is that I'm going to do 1 turn and then long rest with the Mind Thief. 2 turns and then long rest with the Tinkerer. And then I'm going to keep going with the Craigheart until after these guys have long rested and there's not enough cards left to keep playing. So that's kind of my thinking on how that's going to work. So it's kind of really super convenient, the timing on this. And I've not done a lot of toss. I've no lost cards here. I do have 3 lost cards here. And I have 1 lost card here after the first room. So 3 is kind of a lot, but I think it'll work out in the long run, because this guy has actually 12 cards in his hand, which is nice. None of them are particularly slouches. I mean, the Mind Thief has got 10, so it's not like they've only got 6 or something like that, which would really suck. But I think it's going to work out if I do it that way. And that's kind of trying to maximize the number of cards I have in my hand versus, when you sleep and stuff like that. And I think that'll probably get me to the end of this room. I do have Pacifist on the Tinkerer, so the Tinkerer doesn't want to kill if at all possible. In the previous round, the Tinkerer did kill one, so the Tinkerer can only kill two more. Will probably, I then think, focus on healing. The Craig Heart needs to do sadism, and has killed 3 of 5, so only needs to kill 2 more in order to get their card, assuming we're successful. And then the Mind Thief has Aggressor, which is have one or more monsters present at the beginning on the map at the beginning of every round, which is why it was so important at the end of last session to have the Craighart end on the door. That opened it up so that there was still, because that was the last move of that round, until the door was open and there's more creatures. So that would have been the end. And if we had stopped there without being on that door, Mind Thief would not have gotten Aggressor. So we still have all of the battle goals in play. So that's cool. So let's go ahead and see what we do. Now, the archers, a 3 damage trap in an adjacent empty hex closest to an enemy. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But okay, so the elite will go first and has a move 1, attack 2, range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is going to be able to get the Craighart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, will not be able to. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so they're going to move forward 1. Cannot attack because there's actually not enough range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll create a 3 damage trap. Let's see, where are my overlays? Is this my overlays? So we'll create a 3 damage trap closest to the enemy. So we're going to create a 3 damage trap right there. Okay, then the other 2 archers will move 1 forward towards the enemy. Does not have enough range because the range is 4. Oh, shoot, I still have the scenario up. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's where we're at. The elite archer moved up, created a trap. Oh, I suppose I should do this in order. So 1 moves up and will create a trap. And then doesn't have enough range. So the next one will move and create a trap. That's actually kind of cool. They trap themselves in. Wow. Okay. So they're going to have to walk on those traps. How is that a good idea? This doesn't seem like a good idea. Okay. All right. Okay, they're done. And then we know the Craighart is done. And then so this elite bandit is going to move 1, attack 3, strengthen self. So move 1 is going to attack 3 against Craighart. And Craighart does not have any special stuff up. So the monster will pull a card. So its attack 3 plus 0 is 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll strengthen. And that is it. Okay, so we're done. So Bandit Guard is done. And next round. Let's focus the chat here. Get that up. Okay, so we're good. Next round. Okay, so what has the Mind Thief got? The Mind Thief has got... move 4, jump. If you end the movement in the same hex you started in, perform muddle target on enemies jump through. Okay. Force one enemy within range 4 to perform move 1, with you controlling their action. I think he's just going to do maybe move to 1, 2. So we're thinking that he's going to get towards the door. And he's just going to do a regular move and attack, I think. And we're going to go at 79. Because I want these guys to be clear before he moves on to it. So we're going to go 79 with the Mind Thief. So what is Tinkerer going to do? And then next turn, he's gonna long rest. Tinkerer 1, 2 could move to here. And that would just be a normal movement. And could do a normal attack too. And I think we're going to go at 18. So he's going to try and attack for 2 points against that guy. Well, I could go for coins. Nah, screw it. We're just gonna move to. We're gonna move to and attack 2. So do I want? I want ranged attacks. So both of these are ranged attacks. So I'm gonna keep these out just because there's a move 4, there's a loot 2, and there's ranged attacks because I want to get at those archers. Next turn. So I'm going to keep those, and I'm going to use Toxic Bolt and Flamethrower, but I'm really basically, I'm only using them for a regular move 2 and attack 2. So we're going to go at 18. All right. And then, okay, Craighart, what are you going to do? Yeah, all kinds of options here. You're going to kill that bastard. How much does he got? He's got 9. Might use Avalanche. Oh, no, we might use Crushing Grasp that has an Immobilize. He needs to heal. Shit. I may have fucked up. Could I have healed? I couldn't have. I may lose the Craighart. Ooh. Okay. So we're definitely going to try and heal. Where was it? Heal 2, range 3. I don't know if he's going to last. He might just try to get out of the way now that I'm thinking about it. Do I have any of these that move on the top? Move 3, so he could move over there. Well, he could add 2. Well, he doesn't need to. Move 3. No, that doesn't... Move 3 and attack range 5. Well, he can't... He wouldn't be able to see him over there. Okay, so we're going to do Crushing Grasp. We're going to do Crushing Grasp to attack 3, immobilize. And then we're going to move 3 over to here, I think, just to get out of the way. And then I think he's gonna have to take a long rest, unless I do a long rest over here. Oh man. Yeah, because I used 2 heals already. Do I even have any heals here? There's a heal. I have 2 heals. So if this guy long rested, he could get 2 heals. I may just have to long rest them all. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that. So we're going to move him at 35. And because the Tinkerer is going to move in, that should focus this character, this monster on him, since they're both within range. And he'll be a lower initiative. So he should be focused and allowing Craig Hart to get away. So that's the plan. So he'll go at 35. And we'll just hope that Tinkerer goes before the Bandit Guard. Okay, this is actually a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. Not ideal. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so let's go. So let's draw. Oh, damn it. Really? Ugh. And he's got advantage because he's strengthened. Oh my god. Okay, Craig Hart may be dead. Shit. Wow. Okay, I may have lost. That may have just lost it for me. Okay. Well, let's do this thing. So, Bandit Guard. Shield 2. Attack 3 with poison. So, is focused on Craig Hart. Is going to attack 3, which is enough to kill the Craig Hart. So, unless he whiffs it, I'm screwed. Ready? Pizzow. Oh my god. Critical hit. Seriously? Oh my god. What the hell? Fudge. Oh my god. Craig Hart is down. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's it. Did not get his battle goal. So let's put him away. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Bloody hell. Wow. That was a disaster. Well, we may see the villainous mercenaries sooner than I had intended that they would show up. Okay. Oh, and he's actually he is actually advantaged, so I should have drawn 2 cards for the Bandit Guard. I don't think it matters. And that should take strengthen away. And he's done. So the Tinkerer is up. So the Tinkerer was going to move 2 and attack 2. But I think we're going to go for Flamethrower instead. So we're going to go for Flamethrower. I guess I could do it up here. So we're going to go for Flamethrower instead of a regular attack. So it's going to get him experience. Might as well do that. So he's going to move to 1, 2. And that discards this card. and then attacks with this card. So he's going to attack 3. Well, he gets 2 experience points. Attacks 3 against the elite guard who has shield. Seriously? So that's 3 plus 1 is 4 minus 2 is 2. One, 2. And then wounded. Is that the wounded thing? Yeah, that's the wounded thing. Okay, what does wounded do again? Wound. If a figure is wounded, it suffers 1 point of damage at the start of each of its turns. If a heal ability is used on a wounded character, the wound token is removed and the heal continues normally. If a figure is both poisoned and wounded, a heal ability removes both conditions but have no other effect. Okay, so 1 extra point at the beginning of its turn. Which is going to really not help a whole lot because it's got so much left. Okay. Oh, and that ups fire. And then this is a discard. Okay, and then that is the Tinkerer done. Oh, probably should have moved him for coin, huh? Oh well, too late. So the bandit archers are going to move to, and move to. It's going to walk into that trap. There's literally no way it cannot walk into that trap. So it's going to move 1, 2. Taking 3 damage from the trap. 1, 2, 3. And the trap is triggered. And then attack 3 at range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to attack 3. Plus 1 is 4. And the Tinkerer is dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wow, that was brutal, you guys. I mean, the Mind Thief is still going to go, but has to long rest the next time, so I don't know how that's going to work. So, did not get Pacifist, because we did not complete. And 2 down, 1 left. Oh, this is going to be short, you guys. This is going to be horribly short. Okay, and then the other 2 are going to move to 1, 2. Okay, now this one is confusing. So this is the closest place to an enemy within its movement. Would it move here behind the other one, or would it move through the trap? Because it can't land on him. it can't get here. There's no way it can get here. But it can get here, and that is the closest spot. So it would, because there's no other place it can move other than here, and that's not closer. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. This is gonna be the end of the scenario anyway. Pretty close. So it's gonna trigger that trap. I'll follow up and consider this this question right here, whether it would move to the open space without triggering the trap, even though it was less than its movement. I think it moves straight up because it can't move to here. So it's going to take 3 points. And that's 5, I think. Yeah, that's 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there is no way I'm going to survive this, am I? Oh, did I not take the... I didn't take the 3 points off of this guy. The multiple points. Okay, anyhow, the Craig Heart is dead. So that is all of the bandit archers. And now the Mind Thief goes. What is the Mind Thief going to do? One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So it could do that, and then it could just do a regular attack. And then it has +1. No, +2 to melee attacks. Oh, no, because it would have to be right next to it. So, I mean, yeah, what the hell? And we'll attack 2. Attack 2 + 2. So yeah, we're just gonna, here, we'll take the bodies out of the way. So Mind Thief is gonna move 2. And then attack 2 +2 because of the augment is 4. 4 +0 is 4. But this bastard has shields of 2. So that's 2. God damn it. And then those are both discarded, and that means this Mind Thief has to do a long rest. Oh my god, what a disaster. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. What a disaster. Okay. So, next round. Mind Thief is going to go at 99. And draw. Okay, Bandit Guard. Move 1, attack 3 at range 2. So it's the beginning of its turn, so it's going to take 1 point of damage. And then it's going to move 1 to back up in order to be not disadvantaged, focused on Mind Thief. And then it's going to attack 3 at range 2. So it attacks 3. Plus 0 is 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the Bandit Archer Elite is going to move 1, focused on Mind Thief, and attack 4 at range 5. So attack 4 plus 1 is 5. And Mind Thief is dead. Okay, well, that was a quick 45 minutes. What a deal. All right, well, let's clean it up. Did not get Aggressor. So that's all 3 of those guys dead. Or, you know, exhausted, I mean. So let's go ahead and transcribe here. Arrow. Fail. So the mind... Well, yeah, I mean, we can clean up. Let's go ahead and clean these up. Those are tokens. These are overlays. Don't necessarily have to do that right now. 3 archers and 1 guard. Okay, so Vermling Mind Thief got 4 experience, 1 gold, 1 money, which is 2 gold. So that's 17 experience total so far, and gold is 2. Tinkerer got 8 experience, so that's 23 total, and 1 gold. 1 money is 2 gold. Craighart got 2 experience, is a total of 10, and no gold. Okay, well, that's it. I'm not entirely sure what else to say. I obviously should have healed the Craighart quicker. And I guess what really happened was that I got greedy with the aggressor. And forced the Craighart to move forward without healing. Maybe he should have long rested instead of having the Tinkerer restore the Craighart's cards. The Craighart should have rested and gained some healing before the next room. That was clearly, I think, the mistake, is that I went for aggressor instead of healing, and I restored cards using a throwaway for the Tinkerer instead of allowing a long rest. I think that's the lesson. I'll have to think about it a little bit more, and you know, anybody who has comments can you know, give it a try. So what this means is that the next session, I'm going to go ahead and switch to my face. So the next session is going to be, we're going to switch teams, because that's the rules. We're going to switch teams, and oh wait, well, I need to decide. I did want to mix in to this the end of the world optional scenario that one can play when someone fails um, a a scenario. So I'm gonna have to think about that and decide if I want to do that. So it's either going to be switching over to do Black Barrow with the villainous mercenaries. I thought about calling them that, but I decided not to because there's a merchant in the game, and it didn't quite fit because they're mercenaries. They're not merchants. Anyhow, so I need to decide if I'm gonna use that end of the world scenario to try and get a second go at a success, or if I'm going to switch to the villainous mercenaries. So that I'll think about that and then do that for the next session. But unfortunately, that was a brutal failure on that room, on my part. Total failure on my part. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Well, thanks for thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, man.